When you slide off the edge and you get in that 1,000 to 1,400 foot range and the possibility of checking off an exotic fish that you've been dying to catch is there, the adrenaline starts pumping.
We headed way out into the middle of the Gulf to the areas known as Pulley Ridge. But anytime you get out to those waters, it's highly anticipated. Going on the American Patriot is a little added excitement, you know, because we know that one, we're gonna be on great fishing grounds. Two, we're gonna eat well. Three, we're gonna have a level of comfort that we're not used to when we're doing those types of runs on center consoles.
First of all, the American Patriot's an amazing boat. Captain Jerry's amazing, sets that thing up like a center console. Again and again, you're on fish. Chef Mike is amazing. The whole crew is amazing. You're just gonna love that boat. I know it's hard to get on, but book your trip. You're not gonna be disappointed.
So the cool thing about long range fishing, for starters, you can go 100, 150 miles, even further offshore. And by grouping so many guys together, it gives the average guy like myself the ability to do this. And when I say average, I'm talking about financially. We're able to go to these places that we would never be able to go normally, because to have the means to get into some of these fisheries, you need to have a big boat, big wallet, and a lot of fuel. So the cool thing about the Patriot is if you have forgot something on your way there, literally in the same marina, there's a tackle shop. And there's a guy, Eric, he knows what we're doing, so he stocks that shop accordingly.
While we're at Rose Marina, I need a few things because Sequelizer hooked us up with a new Sequelizer that actually drops fish at a deeper depth, but we need a weight. We forgot the weight. So grabbing this, and I'm kind of cruising around. They've got the whole spread of Johnny Jigs rods across here. They've expanded their tackle selection pretty nicely here to reels, as well as all of the slow pitch jigs you could possibly need, and the terminal tackle that goes with it. So they're, you know, gearing for not only guys that are jigging, but trolling and stuff like that. So it's a pretty sweet spot. And then they've got some good get-ups for clothing and sunglasses and things like that. So I always like to stop in here when we're going to the Patriot and see if we can't get something.
I saw that the weather was a little bit challenging on this trip. The wind was going to be up, and who knows about the current. One thing about the Gulf lately is there's an abundance of bait fish. They're saying that most of the fish that are coming up are full of fish. So every once in a while you can go out there and it can just be a bit of a grind. And with the wind up and I have a sore back, I'm thinking this is going to be great. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to go back to my old school days, and I took our Pulley Ridge edition bent butt, 90-degree bent butt with the Witch Doctor Johnny Jigs rod, and I took the Ban X 1000 that we have at the shop, and I went out there and I started off with bait.
Okay, so maybe you're just a freshwater guy, or maybe you're strictly an inshore, you know, sweetwater guy. There is a transfer from deep jigging into these other styles of fishing. And this guy, Jared, who's a good friend of my buddy Aaron Lewis, who's on the trip with us, he's a prime example of that.
What is this little guy? That's a wild looking fish.
When he got on this boat, he knew absolutely nothing about slow pitch jigging, but just through watching us and kind of adding in what he already knew about fishing, this guy was doing phenomenal. And we spent a lot of time together on the boat catching fish.
This railer is sick. Rod has so much parabolic bend to it. That snowy grouper I just caught doubled over this rod, and it just powerhoused him up.
This dude, 2 for 2.
Back to back.
As soon as he taps bottom, boom, tight. And that is what a slow pitch fisherman's dreams are made of. It's exactly what we want to happen. And I'd be lying to you if I told you I wasn't jealous.
This one's not as big.
All right, so morning one kicked off. We were at about 500 feet, which is reminiscent of the Yankee Cap trip from June. We spent a lot of time right there, and it's probably good we stopped there first because we had a little bit of speed to the drift in that area. I would ideally start with like a 300-ish gram jig, and ideally something with a little bit of hang time and flutter to it. However, I think guys were even picking out 400-gram jigs. I wouldn't be surprised if guys went a little heavier in this area. We had some drift going on, which was concerning to start. The drift was also produced by wind. That wind was nice because it kept us cool, but nonetheless, we had to work a little harder in that area.
It's been a grind. At some point during this day, it's gonna go off. It's a matter of being at the rail and having your jig at the right place at the right time. But do have a little fish on. And I got a long ways to go before he comes out. Floating up. There we go. He slipped them. Yeah. Oh, they got incoming. Oh,
Hit the 500 guava, 700 feet of water. Caught bottom, jigged it up. Probably 10, 15 feet off the bottom, got slammed.
Proper.
yeah. Ooh, he's pulling great. Woo, triplet up, boy! Zachary Lawrence, hooked up. Eddie Bonilla, hooked up. Something popped me on the way down. My jig stopped at 500, and then I didn't land the fish, but I did switch out, drop it back down, and got popped on the bottom. Yeah, bad. Oh no.
This is a bad situation right here.
That's why I didn't even realize I had a fish on. I was still jigging. Whack?
Want to give it the whack?
We need it.
It was weird, just strange, steady pressure. So I'm just playing them steady back, trying to maintain handle, turn momentum, using some of these upward swells to pull back. Get a few extra cranks down, but just keep it slow and steady. This fish had to strike somewhere around 100 feet off the bottom. This thing is coming up slowly. Yeah, about 150 feet. Just fantastic. Thank you so much. Hey, Porpoise, you want this thing?
Hit it on the way down about 550 feet. All glow torpedo. Really good fight. Done lots of spinning around here. A little bit challenging getting it on here, but here it is. Thanks to my man right here.
We did hit a wall of wind that the captain clocked 41.5 knots as the strongest gust. It was probably a steady 30 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Torrential rain, we all had to stop fishing, go inside, but that stuff this time of year is also expected. The nice thing is when they're small localized cells, you know, you can either weather them or evade them, you know, if you see them coming.
It's a little fish, I'm pretty sure. But we're gonna get it right here. You're gonna get a little color in a second. Here, same thing.
Yeah, save those for Will, actually.
And his little brother.
I haven't bait fished in about 10 years, and it was pretty cool. I was hooked up left and right, lots of vermies, lots of yellow eyes.
Something cool, guys, and listen, I understand this is meat fishing, but I want to show you this 0 degree Alps custom bent butt with the Johnny Jigs auto matched up with an electric reel. And basically you put this in the rod holder and you slowly retrieve a Baku jig or a Nomad squid tracks like you could see in Louisiana, just slowly retrieving it and tipping it. but it's an easy way to put some meat on the deck, set it in the holder, slowly engage it, and it slowly reels up the lure with the bait and drop it back down. Or you put this in auto jig mode and you're able to jig through the water column while working another lure on a different outfit.
So I put down the Nomad Squid Trex advice from my buddy Joe BT, but I did tip it with a bonita strip, and something rather large just absolutely pummeled this bait. So we should be seeing some color on this guy any second now. Look at that thing. Big Almaco Jack. That thing is huge. Look at all the insects on him, or parasites just kind of swimming around this guy. They were just leaving his body as he freaking came out. Can we send this guy back down? Is he gonna be okay with that gap shot?
No.
You think? No? All right. All right, we'll keep him. Somebody will take him. Look at the size of this vermilion snapper, which is on my left. Your left too, actually. You're looking my way. Versus the yellow eye snapper. The vermilion, I think, is bigger than the yellow eye. That is a huge, I haven't seen a Burmese that big. Little evening sunset bite. It's pulling a little drag. Let's see if we can get this guy to come the other way. Definitely feels like the right species. It's beautiful this time of evening. Just out in the middle of the ocean. You're surrounded by nature. You know, we got just a few cloud covers here and there, keeping the sun blocked off in the horizon. And great group of anglers on the boat. Some that are highly skilled in full pitch jigging, and then other ones that are, it's their first time, that are doing great and catching fish, you know. I'm over. You want to come under me?
Oh,
Go over.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
All right.
Nice shot.
Whoa. Yes, sir.
There we go, guys. That is a nice yellow eye snapper. This is definitely the one that you want to see come over the rail. That's been the jig that these fish, the yellow eye snapper, have been wanting to eat. So I'm pretty pumped to have this fish. Beautiful, beautiful yellow eye. Fought the whole entire way up. Tuna fish! Tunas, blackfin tunas, I'm guessing. Tons of fun. They get huge out here, and they are ferocious. He's pulling drag, you see that? Yep, he's going the opposite way. I got some heat on him.
Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh God, double frog pattern. Yes. Wait, take the claw.
91 feet still.
Okay.
He's doing the tuna death rolls!
Oh.
Am I in it? No. I'll bring him over to you. Oh, he's bigger than a football. Got him where it counts.
Blood.
Ah. Well, blackfin tunas apparently hit the ultra flutter too. But beautiful blackfin.
Good morning, good morning. Day 2. Sun has crested, and the tuna have been pretty explosive around the boat.
See a Burmese coming under it.
It's also time to say good morning to yellow eye. I've had consecutive vermilion snappers. And this last vermilion snapper, I just left down there a little longer, just to really feel what I was dealing with. And that vermilion snapper on the end of my jig got ate by something big. Right back up it. Coming to your left. 2 more. Here. My hand is here. I got it. Well, let's see what this Trinity can do. Get the whole rod. Bad angle. Put some heat on this Trinity.
Trinity shark.
What up? Motherfucker. Give me my jig back. I got 2 more of those, so. There he is. He ate my vermilion.
When you're fighting a fish on a slow pitch outfit, we're not pumping and reeling. And the reason is that the jig is made of lead. So the more you yank on that piece of lead and allow it to fall and go up and fall, what happens is it's also pulling on the hook more so than you would if you just had a traditional bait on a hook, and you're gonna loosen a hole inside the fish's mouth until eventually the hook just falls out. So really what I like to do is I like to keep just a little bit of bend in my rod. So that way if the fish swims up, my rod can bend up with it. If the fish goes down, I still have a lot more parabolic bend to be able to take some of the impact of the fish going down. And then essentially, I'm just winching the fish in with my reel. So I'm staying at this level here and I'm winching on the fish. Yes, I'll put a few pumps in there once in a while if the fish is being stubborn, just to try and turn his head. But for the most part, that's what I like to do.
On day 2 in the afternoon, we got to do the thing that really excites us, which is slide off the continental shelf into 11 to 1,350 feet. And we spent the majority of day 2's afternoon up into ending the trip in that 1,300 foot area. So we got a lot of drops, and I kid you not, we were straight up and down. Jig can stay on the bottom and bounce and come up and redrop 10 times, 12 times, 15 times over the course of 10, 15, even 20 minutes. When you push into that post 1,000 foot water range, you start to see a lot less of your common 700 to 900 foot species, and it opens the door for some brand new species. And namely on this trip was the presence of Alfonsinos and barrelfish. This trip, every single one was caught on bait, and I hate to admit that, but it's true. That's probably the one fish that excites our team the most, because we've had many opportunities to be in those waters and see them come up on both jig and bait, but I haven't gotten one to date on the jig, and we had such a great opportunity. Barrelfish inhabit waters that have a rocky bottom, and they patrol right down there.
One of the most amazing things that happened to me on the trip was at the end of the trip, I had a big fish on, I'm pretty sure it was a barrelfish at 1,200 feet, and I get it up to 70 meters from the surface, and boom, it goes away. And we were getting ready to leave. I knew that was going to be my last chance, and this was a big fish. So I'm walking up the rail, and I'm like, oh my God, I just lost this fish. I can't believe it. My friend Don had just brought up an Alfonsino, and there's a barrelfish with a hook in his mouth laying next to it. And I'm like, whose is that? And he's like, I don't know. The line was wrapped around the end of my line, and both the fish floated up to the surface. And I confirmed that's my hook and my knot, and he's like, that's your fish, bro. And I was like, yes, there are fish gods. So that was kind of amazing.
If you're not familiar with an Alfonsino at first glance, if you know what a toro is, you might think you have a big glass-eyed toro, but John cuts an Alfonsino and a toro up side by side on the fillet table back at the dock. There's a clear difference between the beautiful white, almost bloodline-less meat of the Alfonsino, you know, compared to the toro. And the ones that we get out here in this water are of size large. So
Special thank you to all of the guys that joined us on this trip, our dear friends. If you didn't make it in the video, I'm so sorry. It's hard to add everybody in there, but you're all really special to us.
we had a great trip overall. Again, thank you everyone on the American Patriot, our Captain Jerry and co-captain Mike. Thank you, Chef Mike. The ride home consisted of a prime rib and lobster tail dinner. Little surf and turf prime rib lobster tail on the way home with a signature cheesecake is just heaven on water.
Filled our coolers with some great fish. I've been giving fish away in the store. We do have a shop in Pompano Beach, and you're welcome to come in there, and I've got some fish that by now I put in the freezer, but you're welcome to have some. We'll get you set up for all your needs, or you can call us at the store and we will set you up over the phone.
Thanks for tuning in on another American Patriot long range trip out to the middle of the Gulf with us.
Again, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
And always remember to jig on.
Well, there's your fish. Come get your fish.
this guy.
Do I have a jig?
Yeah.
Do I have a jig?
Yeah, you're lying.
What color? Oh yeah! Hell yeah!
No way.
Can I be sliced?
There feels like something on here.
Where's your jig at?
Right there, baby.
Be careful, don't cut the braid. You still got a fish here, so.
What? 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 What do you guys want? You don't want to see me up this close and personal. You guys are not gonna believe who my new camera guy is. What's up, America?
Showing you how to do your job. Yeah, butter. Take note.
Relax and take notes.
Look at it. Why you gotta do hands on it? Do your job. Do your job.
I thought you wanted to do it together.
Do your job.
I thought you wanted to
You
join
should
me.
be wearing like a green suit
So you edit yourself.
so you can edit yourself right out, like you're like a one little big green screen.
You hear this?
One of those green suits. Butters. Hey, Aaron. Yes. Butters, go do your job.
Okay, Aaron.
Stop bothering me. I'm trying to give my voice a rest.
Devin's laughing at me because I can't say subscribe today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh my god. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow us on
Subscribe.
fucking, what am I saying?
Subscribe.
Yeah, I'm like, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow subscribe. I said it. Subscribe.
You said it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and